What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, YouTube? Welcome back. Today we're not in Vancouver. We are actually in Toronto. And we're here because I'm going to cut up one of my friend's cars. And you may have seen her on Randy's videos. I've known her for probably close to 5 years now, 4 years. But today her FRS is going to go from this to a wide body. Guys, if you don't know, I'm doing the vlogs for Lost Royalty now. I'm not as good as Birdie at doing these things, and I am learning as I'm going. So you're gonna see me kind of screw up, maybe take the wrong angle, or things are gonna be out of focus. But I'm trying to make it better for you guys, so you guys can actually see what I do normally and get a different perspective of LR. But anyways, as Curtis was saying, I do screw up.
I'm also new at editing, so that's why the quality isn't as good as it was before Birdie. So yeah.
So anyways, back to this car. This is Diana's car. I mean, it's another FRS. She's chosen a very specific kit with some very fancy wheels, which I will show you in 1 second. But again, she called me up and she was like, Simon, you want to do a wide body on my car? I'm like, hell yeah, man. I'll come down to do it. I'll come down to cut your car. I'll come down to depreciate your car's value. Why wouldn't I? For a friend, anything. You know what I'm saying? So Curtis is going to be here wrapping the car while I wide body the car as well. So we're going to try to do everything, and I want to try to capture everything in between. But I do only have a week, so we do kind of have to mosey this along. So we might not capture everything. We're just going to capture a lot of the hangouts, the quick stuff, the things that look good. And I mean, you guys seen me do it before, so it's not like a big deal. But for Diana and anybody else who's going wide body, it is a big deal. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that the car is perfect and put my best efforts into it so that it looks good, because once you do this, you don't really go back. So this is John. John's going to be taking some videos, so much better than this camera. Okay guys, these are some of her parts. We got new headlights, new lip. The wide body kit is in these boxes. Lower control arms. Whole roll of wrap. I still don't know what color it is. And 4 new wheels, because you need new wheels for your new wide body. Hub, steering wheel, hardware, some camber bolts. So this car will not look like this for long. Let's get started. Okay, so the kit she went with is the Rally Backer V2. This is similar to Birdie's with some subtle design changes. Birdie's kit was the V1. Biggest change is right here on the fender and the back fender as well. They just kind of incorporated the front fender so that this side skirt joins up with the upper front over fender. And let's go take a look at her wheels. They're really expensive. Guys, you guys might have seen these on Instagram a lot lately. They've been doing some pretty cool designs, 7K. I expect the wheels out for her, so I'm hoping that they're gonna fit.
It's your fault if it doesn't.
My bad. What's up, John? What's going on? What's up?
Hi.
And this is our owner.
Hi.
Diana's a really good friend. I'm happy to help her out. Well, happy to help her out. And hopefully she gets what she was envisioning at the end of all this. By the end of the week, we'll be cruising back to the airport to Vancouver, and it'll look pretty cool doing it, you know what I'm saying? Alright, we have the passenger side all on. This kit actually fits pretty good. Notice how there's little to no gapping spacing. The only thing kind of I found a little bit weird was this edge here comes up a little higher. I'm pretty sure this is just extra fiberglass they put on or something like that, because all the lines are pretty good. Everything matches here. Everything's pretty tight. There's a bunch of bolts that need to be finished on here to make it completely done, but the gist of the kit is on. I'm pretty happy with the fit. I think Diana is going to be pretty happy with the fit when it's done. Yeah. Rally backer. Good stuff. And we're going to start cutting. The kit, I'm just basically going to cut conservatively first. Don't want to cut too much because you definitely can't go back. So what I'm going to do is do this guideline right here that I drew up to this part. And then I'm going to put the wheels back on, do a full sweep. If it doesn't hit anywhere on the kit, then I'll leave it at that. But if it does, then I'll probably have to take this extra chunk off that I've lined out. Aside from that, I know I will have to take out this part of the railing. What you do is you just kind of get in here, get it as best as you can. And then once it's cut, this piece actually falls out, so I'm going to tack this back against the rail. Hopefully that'll get it pretty good, and then yes, that should be good. So I'm going to cut probably like a bit here. While it's still being held, I'm going to tack it on this side, and then I'm going to go around and do the rest. Safety first, guys. You gotta definitely put your glasses on. You don't want any of this stuff in your eyes. I've definitely gotten a fair share of mine in there, so here we go.
Thanks.
There you go. Happy birthday. For the rears, what we're going to do is we're going to cut two lines. We're going to cut the top line, the bumper back. We're not going to actually do the bumper actually, because we're not sure if we're going to keep this bumper or get the 17 plus FRS 86 bumper. But we're going to cut this line as well. What's holding basically the outer shell and the undershell together is there's like a sealant or some kind of panel bonding right in here. And when you cut this part, you technically cut away that gap, that sealant gap right here. And we don't want to cut too deep. We're just going to cut here. And then on the under panel, we're just going to cut slots so that we can fold up the metal and tack them along this top line right here. Okay, we got the fenders all cut. Gonna put some filler in there. Finish off this one. Hey, John. It's pretty hot right now with the welder. I'm sweating and lactating. Yikes. Alright, so this is now day 4. We didn't get a lot of recording done yesterday, but we did do a lot of work. We're just kind of trying to get everything to a comfortable stage where we're sure we're going to have enough time to finish this. I mean, we're not really that rushed or in any type of danger, but you know, things do come up and we just want to be more prepared by giving ourselves more time trying to finish this a little earlier than the week allowed. So fronts cut, rears are cut. They were welded up and then sealed back up. So this is kind of the end result. And it's pretty solid. You're not gonna get any water through this. Now, if you guys are curious what I use this 3M 8115 panel bonding adhesive. That's the type of stuff that OEM manufacturers use to bond metal to metal, fiberglass to metal. I think it's a pretty good item. It's pretty resistant to rock chips. It helps cover up corrosion spots. So as anywhere that has exposed metal, you can just smear it on and it'll keep you from rusting. It's pretty good stuff. So now Curtis is almost wrapped up most of the car. He's got this one fender left and the bumpers and the wide body pieces, but he's making pretty good progress. It looks pretty damn good. This satin back finish, you know, I like it. I'm pretty sure Diana really likes it, or she wouldn't have picked it. So let's just keep working. Guys, I just want to say it's really hot out here in Toronto. It's nothing like the West Coast. But you know, these guys are super awesome. John's been getting us drinks every day. Here's his WRX with a 14 STI wing that he's gonna change, don't worry.
He's also got new headlights.
Yeah, but super awesome. They've been getting us drinks every day, keeping us cool, helping us working. Props to him. You too, somewhat.
Wow. Somewhat. Thanks, Simon.
Alright, so Diana's going out for a quick tire swap on the rear, and she's gonna get her coilovers unseized in the back, and she's bringing a 2017 bumper because her car is a 15 or something, but she bought a 17.
It's an FRS, not an 8.6. That's why.
Well, you did buy okay, so you bought an 8.6 front bumper.
I didn't realize that the rear bumper was different.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Only the 8.6 though.
No,
Only the 8.6.
If I had known, I would have changed both.
Yeah. Well, here we are. See you in a bit. Alright, so now we're moving on to mounting these fenders on with the proper hardware. Basically, I've chosen these M5 titanium hardware and the M5 riv nuts. The length of the hardware can be anywhere between 15 mil to, let's say, 20. We got an assorted size just to make sure we cover the kit entirely. And yeah, I like to use this as my rivet nut tool installer. It goes into the drill and it just pulls it in properly. And I like to use a Christmas tree to properly drill the right size hole for the rivet nuts. Alright, so I'm going to show you one of these holes that I'm going to do, just so you guys can get an idea. I've marked my... oh shit. So I've already marked the drill bit to where I want it to stop. Go ahead and put it in. And then what I do is I take the tool, I thread on one of these riv nuts, and then use my gun. It's be a little hard trying to do this with the camera, but here goes. Allow me. I'll get my assistant to hold the camera actually while I hold this. There you go. So that's how you, I guess, properly do a riv nut. Now, the thing to think about is you make these holes with the self tappers or the circ clips or Zeus clips or whatever you guys are going to use. These ones, they tend to not be perfectly centered, so you got to keep in mind a certain tolerance when you're doing your kits. Maybe make the hole a little bit bigger on the kit itself so that you have a little bit of room to play with this hole being kind of off center. We're done for the day 4. We're pretty much almost done. Everything's kind of just put on. I think it looks pretty sick. We had to change the tires so that we can clear the wheels. They were super aggressive, but now I think this is good. We're clearing. Fronts look good. We just got to set the ride height to be even on all 4 corners. But this is turning out pretty good. Props to Diana for having some taste. But yeah, no, it's really good. I'm pretty happy with how everything's turning out. I think the satin black really matches the wheels she got. The rose gold accents are pretty good. Just gotta give her a new rose gold banner. And done. And that'll be number 20 something.
Really?
So final fitting, the rear is done. Curtis is almost done wrapping. He's on the second last piece, I think, or last piece. What is this? Anything more?
No.
Yay. Random. So here's the other side. Looking good. She got these new headlights. These aren't very common. Originally these were called the Intex, but I think Subispeed or FT86 Speed Factory made a different V2 design on these, so they look pretty sick. They got this eyebrow here, HIDs. I don't know if these can be sequential. They look like they can be, but the turn signals are up here. And bumper with a new lip. That's probably gonna get ripped off pretty quick. It's looking pretty stank. What a dank. Oh yeah, you didn't do the mirrors yet.
Oh yeah.
And the antenna. Alright, 8 p.m. on the 5th day. We're more or less done. Car looks fantastic. Everything's blacked out. I mean, Diana's wearing all black. I guess it's kind of like
Matching today.
Kit's all on. We got new lug nuts as well. Everything's secured, I hope. And trunk's all done. Wrap's looking good. Curtis did a fantastic job. No, got the new lip. Yeah, I'm pretty much liking everything. That's how it came together. I'm hoping this all clears. Front should be pretty good. I've cut quite a bit of material out of the entire wheel well. We've basically hammered everything back here as well. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm hoping that we're not going to have any issues. We're just going to drop the car now and give it a quick kind of drive around and see if there's anything else that needs trimming or cutting. Hoping not, but see. Alright, so this is kind of the wheel gap I guess we're going with. Might have to clean up some of this just to give her that smidge of clearance that she needs. Fronts are pretty good, pretty low. I'm hoping nothing rubs. Both sides are kind of even. There's a little bit more camber on this side. She can fix that at the alignment shop. Alright, final product looks pretty good. What do you guys all think? Yeah?
Hey,
Yeah?
What do you think I think?
I don't know. I ain't you, man.
Amazing.
Pretty tight fitment everywhere. I just drove it out of this garage, full lock. We didn't seem to rub anything. You guys didn't hear anything, right?
It was a little screechy, but no rub. It's not. It wasn't rubbing.
Like some screeches. I don't really know if that's just the suspension.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
But
My 12 been kind of fucked.
So is this still
this
day
looks
one?
pretty good.
This is still day 1.
I already said this is day 5. All right, guys, relax. All right, so this is pretty good.
I mean, taillights, headlights. Fuck, why do I keep saying that?
All right, guys, let me know what you guys think of Diana's new car. You saw it here, probably gonna be 2 weeks maybe from now. Well, when it was done, so she gets first dibs on showing it off. But I'm pretty happy with it. It took a lot of effort, bit of a push from everybody. Props to Curtis. He made it all the wrapping work. HC wraps.
Hit 'em up, Vancouver locals.
All right, Diana, now you've kind of seen most of it. I mean, I know you were in and out of it, but how do you feel?
It's like exactly what I wanted it to look like, yeah. I'm so glad the headlights came in time. If not, I probably would have cried. Like I almost cried that day.
Oh God, so
I was
yeah.
like, I want no chrome. Like I don't want that chrome.
Just so we're clear, she bought headlights, but you know, you never really think that the parts you buy and parts for a build aren't gonna be the right ones
Fuck.
until like 4 months later and you time to put it all together and it's like, oh, they're WRX lights.
They're not even the right car. Like I don't understand.
So luckily John here became, you know, the minute hero and bought the headlights for whatever, and then like we got these shipped really fast actually. You bought them Monday? Tuesday, and they came here and today's Friday.
Monday. I mean,
Yeah, and we had a public stat holiday and it's the 4th of July. So, you know, these are pretty cool. I've never really seen these on another car. Let's check them out.
shout out to Sean Yak.
Nope.
Shut up. Wipe her down.
Here we are, we had dinner, and look at that beautiful view. Toronto. The 6. What else do you guys call this place?
Toronto.
T dot.
Toronto.
T dot.
I think that's a really old term nobody uses. But yeah, look at that. It's gorgeous, guys.
Going on.
We're gonna get some food. I'll show you guys what that looks like in a second. It's gonna be good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. He told me.
Alright guys, food's here. Let's get some drinks in. I can't drink, everybody's here. Diana's here.